Hi everyone, Garth Delikan here, the Lifestyle Expert, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself and the work that I do and why I feel qualified to call myself a Lifestyle Expert. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey and how it all began. In a previous existence, I used to work in the world of advertising and had a really high-paid, high-powered job, and I had everything to the outside world really that a man could want. I had a beautiful wife, gorgeous children, wonderful home, cars, motorbikes, you name it. I had everything I wanted. I was enjoying myself. But there seemed to be a part of me inside that was kind of missing something, like a little empty space, and I wasn't really sure what it was. So I made a brave decision in, 1996 I think, to set up my own multimedia agency based in Carnaby Street. Now on the face of it, this all ran very well for about 3.5 years, but then unfortunately my then partner, my financial director, went on holiday for a 6-week period, and I found out that things in the business weren't as they should have been, and unfortunately I had to close the business down. It was tragic. I'd put £50,000 of my own money in and the business was bankrupt. I had to close it down that week. If that wasn't bad enough, there was worse news to come. Can you believe that? I rang up my then wife. I'd been married for 20 years at the time. I said, Tracy, you won't believe this, but you know, the business is bust, we've got no more money, I'm not really sure what to do. And she turned around and said to me, you know what, it's not the best timing in the world, but I don't want to be married anymore, I'm not in love. And I went, what? Where's that coming from? It couldn't be serious, it couldn't be happening, it couldn't be happening to me. My life just fell to pieces around my ears. Can you imagine? Not only did I lose my business, I lost my family, my home, my wife, my children, everything. Everything I cared for, everything I love just went. And to make matters worse, I was the closest I've ever come to a physical and mental breakdown. It was dreadful. And as a grown man, I had to go and live with my mum again. I just couldn't cope with life. And in that period, I had clinical depression for about a year and a half. I got diagnosed with that. And I remember that weekend when I'd actually been diagnosed with clinical depression, which is horrible. It really is quite a bad illness. The doctor had given me some antidepressants, and I was sat there one Saturday, just about to pop my first tablet, and this thought came over me. I thought, do I really want to be on medication for the rest of my life, or for the foreseeable future? And the truth was I didn't. So I made a brave decision there and then that I was going to kind of change my life. I wanted to go a different direction. I knew I didn't want to get back to the corporate world again as long as I lived, but what was I going to do? And then I realised I love kickboxing so much and weight training and exercise. I was going to do that for a living. I was going to turn my passion into my business. So I made a decision that weekend that I was going to teach kickboxing. Went to a well-known local gym in London, said, look, I've got this fabulous system, I do it all to music, I've got these funky moves, and they said, brilliant, we're going to give you 3 classes a week, starting from Monday. I went away terrified, because I didn't have a system, I didn't have any music, but it was a real kind of kick up the backside. So I spent the entire weekend getting my moves together, getting the music, and it was fabulous. I was having a brilliant time. Within a year I decided to become a personal trainer and also qualified as a nutritionist. And I was very lucky, because when I finished college, the very first client I had was a client in Kensington, and my client base then grew. I never worked in gyms. I had a client base around Kensington, Chelsea, Mayfair and Knightsbridge, and I found myself going into people's homes and training them. Now what you find is when you're a personal trainer, you're not just a personal trainer to people, you're also confident to them for everything that's good or bad in their lives. And even though I felt I had the experience to give them advice, I'd run businesses, I'd crashed and burned, I kind of didn't really feel as though I had the qualifications to do that. So I decided to become a life coach, which I absolutely loved. Through that, I then got into NLP, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. That led into clinical advanced hypnotherapy. And these are the kind of the skills that I call myself the lifestyle guy with. They're everything I've got under my umbrella, basically. And the analogy I like to use, if you break down on the motorway in your car, the AA turns up or the RAC, they've got every tool in their van to get you on the road again. The lifestyle guy is my tool van, and I've got every kit in there to help anybody with any strategies they need in their life. I've done it. I've run businesses, I've crashed and burned, I've built myself back up again. And the strategies, tools and techniques that I've used can also help you. They've been proved in real life.